Hello, this is Chris, the SAT tutor at Magoosh, and I'm here today to talk about tips on the SAT writing section. That's right, that's the grammar section. So obviously first tip is know all of your grammar, memorize a big, huge grammar book, right? Wrong. The first tip is actually to know the common errors on the SAT writing section. That's right. They choose maybe from about a little grab bag of 10 tricks, 10 grammatical things that you need to know. And if you get good at that, that's really all you need to know for the SAT writing test in terms of grammar. So don't be cracking over some huge grammar dictionary. Just know the common SAT errors. Next, this is a big one. This is grammar-based, but it's very specific. And I feel that I see this in students all the time. They're missing fundamental understanding of sentence structure. What's the difference between an independent and a dependent clause? The in? No, there's a lot more than just the in versus the independent dependent thing. It's the idea that, well, I'm not going to go in length into it right now. Why? Why not? Why wouldn't I tell you about this all-important thing? Well, I will, but in another form. It's going to be a free lesson. That's right, I'm making a free lesson in the Magoosh Premium SAT product available to you. If you click in the description below on that link, you will get our sentence structure lesson video that will show you all you need to know about sentence structure and clauses. It's called the clause video. It's going to tell you the difference between independent and dependent clauses and anything clause related that you have to know for the SAT writing section. Next tip is to, as much as possible, use official material. This is a big one. Why? Well, there's a lot of other material out there that's kind of easy. And what happens then? Well, we do kind of pretty good on the kind of easy material and we feel good about ourselves. And we're like, yeah, we're going to rock the SAT. And then we get their test day and it's like, oh my gosh, who wrote this test? They're evil. Well, people who write the official test are the ones who wrote it. And therefore, if you use this material first, and this is what you get used to, you get used to the difficulties of this material, you will do much better test day. So this is a big one. And of course, you can use material like Magoosh as well that is also challenging, but official material is the way to go. Next and last, I should say, all of this should tie together to this idea of good pacing. So you know your common errors, you know your sentence structure, you're using official material, but you're still struggling, you're running out of time. Well, wait a second, what's going wrong? Look at pacing. First off, there are certain common question types that are more difficult than others. The adding and deleting the sentences, the ordering of sentences in a paragraph, those are all difficult. So don't necessarily do those ones right away or the first thing you do in a passage. In fact, do all the other questions relating to the passage and then go back to the harder, more involved question types. And if you aren't even finishing the writing section at all and you're just running out of time, guess what? These questions, the hard questions, they're not worth more than the easy questions. So just skip them entirely. Do all the other questions first in the section. And then at the very end, if you have time, then you can come back to them. But again, you won't get extra points for doing these hard questions. So make sure you know these pacing tips and bring in all the other good stuff I talked about today. And of course, if you want more great advice like on this, check out our SAT channel. And again, I am Chris of Magoosh, and I will see you next time.